Yeah, hey everybody, Brian with you from TheGameCommon, and we are watching more AI battles in Civ 6. We are getting to the close of our Group A stage here, and first episode came out, well, a couple yesterday, really, and so there's a couple things from that first episode that I want to address, just a couple comments. So number one, there is now a spectator mod that I didn't know about that basically allows you to just be a spectator in the game. I think from what I can understand about it is essentially you just never actually put a settler down, and you don't actually play as any of the players in the game. So essentially we would just have to add one extra player to our next group stage, and then we just select spectator, and then the game happens automatically, and we don't have to worry about actually controlling one of the civs in the game, which is good because, you know, generally the person we're playing as tends to do a little worse. One of the things I noticed, and I don't know if it's 100% true, but we were doing, every once in a while, when we were doing some of our advanced tutorials, I would pop in and just kind of see what the AI was doing, and I noticed that they weren't always selecting government policies. So I don't know if that's part of the reason, like what's happening with the AI that we're playing as, is they just don't get the policies and that sets them back, or I don't know, or if there's just something else. So anyways, that should hopefully fix it. So kind of sucks to be Nubia, but whatever, it's okay. It's not end of the world. And the other thing is they'll get one more chance with the second chance. Other thing to address is some people are like, hey, use the AI plus mod because, you know, it improves the AI and they do warfare better. The issue is I remember running that mod a couple times in some of our AI only series, and we always ended up with crashes. At some point in the game, we always ended up with crashes. Now, I don't know, it might not have been by like 350, 375, 325s, so maybe that's a little different. But the thing is, I'm a little less concerned. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of gameplay mods in general, just because anything that changes how the game plays, just I kind of feel like changes the game in a way that it's just not the same, and it just, I don't know, it loses a little of the flavor. So maybe at some point, but I don't think I want to roll with the AI plus mod, just simply because I just don't want gameplay mods. And then lastly, some people mentioned, hey, you should add in city states, because, you know, a lot of civs actually use city states and get city state bonuses and negatives. And the reason I didn't do city states was just so that, you know, we didn't have anyone spawning next to a city state that they could immediately conquer and then get a huge bonus from that. But it's true, like, people like Germany get that bonus, and like that's kind of like one of the things that Germany makes them good. So I guess we'll turn on city states for future. I don't think it's a big deal that we didn't roll with city states in this one because it's balanced. Basically, as long as every group stage is balanced for that group, it doesn't really matter if we change the rules for each individual group because it won't really, you know, change the outcome. The only counter to that is Nubia got screwed. So, I don't know. Maybe we should put Nubia in another group, but then that does, I don't know, that ruins it too. So, we're just going to pretend Nubia wasn't being played by me. How about that? And everyone will be fine. Anyways, so, oh yeah, someone in the first episode too was mentioning like, hey, you know, why are you even doing this? Because obviously Korea and Russia are going to win. I was like, yeah, you're in for a surprise. You're in for a surprise there. So, I mean, I'm in for a surprise, too. I know that AI usually doesn't do a great job with Korea, but this is a bit on the surprising side. Is Australia going to be able to pull it back and catch up to Japan? I don't know. I'm like impressed with Japan. Japan is one of those civs that just always seems to impress me in these AI-only series because they have something. They have something. They're just able to come from behind and make it worth it. Also, someone was mentioning, oh yeah, right there, the most ridiculous freaking campus or holy site. Actually, you probably don't want to do a holy site because you spawn units, but look at that sucker. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, freaking 6 mountains surrounding it. Oh my god, yeah, that's ridiculous. Got another really great one here too. Jeez. I didn't even notice that while we were doing it. So, was anyone at war or anything like that? It's been a day since I did this, but I'm pretty sure everyone was at peace when we started. And are we going to go, I think we might just end up wrapping it up at 325. Let's see where we're at 325 on the timer. And we might just end up wrapping it up at 325 because I think for the most part, we have our top 3. Like, it's not going to be any different. Now we could, man, because this was like, what, 4 episodes per group stage then? Because I did 2 yesterday plus then the third one, so this should be episode 4. I don't really want to do 8 episodes per group stage. I mean, we could run it with the score times 2, but here's the thing. If we weren't playing as Khmer, would they have done better? And by Khmer, I mean Nubia. I don't think so, because they had Egypt declared war on Japan. Okay, because they had a really strong China right next to them, and China basically countered them pretty hard. So I don't know Nubia ever would be in the game anyways. So I don't know if I'm going to feel bad about it. I just don't want to double up the group stages, do 2 rounds of it. I think it's just too much. So is Egypt going to be able to... Well, this is actually interesting. So if Egypt could take a town or two, that would change the game. But I don't quite know what they're doing. I think they're trying to rush down Kyoto, which isn't going to be good for them. Would someone else be able to hop in on this war? No. Egypt does have infantry, though, which, you know, is actually a step above the diggers at this point. So, that being said, I would imagine they have, well, 2 things. A, they should have, well, they have infantry themselves, so their garrison defense strength is going to be a lot higher. B, I'm trying to think what their strongest ranged unit would be at this point. I hadn't really seen any cannons, so the range strength for the walls might be a little on the weaker side. Yeah. Greece is rolling around with tanks in the ocean, because, you know, why not? Greece has just been so lucky and really, like, not even been able to utilize themselves all that well. So, the walls aren't doing that much damage. The problem is they just have, like, no artillery or anything like that. At a certain point in the game, you just need to roll with siege equipment just to make it a lot easier. Or nukes. Nukes also make it easier, too. And I don't know. The AI just kind of breaks and just puts all their units here. The other thing is, I'm trying to think, there was one other major issue with the AI Plus mod that I didn't like. Like, the AI prioritized building units? That doesn't seem like a problem, though. I don't know. There was one other thing I thought I remember from it, and I was like, yeah, I'm also not too keen on that. By the way, Morocco should flip. Okay. More than that, if they declare war, they should be able to take it. Even though they are rolling with Cav right now, which isn't going to be particularly good. Japan pieced out Mongolia. Khmer pieced out Mongolia. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, nothing ended up flipping over here. I think Mongolia ended up declaring war. Or, sorry, Khmer ended up declaring war on them. What turn are we on? We're on 317, so that leaves us 8 turns, give or take, left. Let's kind of see where we are at. We will do the same number of timers, though, for any of the future groups, though. Egypt, what are you doing? What are you doing right now? I guess maybe they're trying to steal a builder. So score victory. Gorgo is still in a absolutely commanding lead. China has now stepped it up, and they should be they're asserting themselves in number 2. Cleopatra is still so far away. I don't think there's any way for her to take it. Yeah. Show details. She has, look at that wonder score, 105 to 45. That is ridiculous. And then era score, 136 to 119. So then the question is, why is Japan doing so good? Empire size, 379 to 242. They have slightly more great people points. Civics is very minor boost. Technology is very minor boost. Neither have a religion. So, man, I don't know if I've ever seen the Empire score actually make that big of a difference. Usually the wonder score and the religion score is what really sets them apart. And once again, you know, that's why China and Gorgo are 1 and 2, the religion. Now, Nubia had the religion, so maybe Nubia could have competed. No, Nubia was out. They had no shot. They had no shot in this game whatsoever. Remake it, do it again. I don't think so. I don't think so, because, you know, if anyone's rooting, at this point, we had the rules, and if anyone was rooting for Japan, China, and Gorgo, then there you go. I don't want to punish those guys just because Nubia might have gotten a short end of the stick there, so. Maybe I'll throw Nubia in as one of the advanced. Who was it? Didn't we promise? We did promise Khmer a spot in the finals if they didn't end up in last place, wasn't it? I forgot my promises from episode 1. They're doing a heck of a lot better than I thought. I think it was if they weren't the first ones eliminated, which, you know, there you go. There you go. Korea, freaking of all people. Maybe we should do a couple. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Because there's no reason to go to 16. We could do 2 last chance rounds. Maybe take the top 2 and then take the top 2. Or we could do last chance round, take the top 4 and then do a second last chance round and take the top 4. Or we could do in a reverse elimination last chance round. So Townsville ended up flipping. Sorry, Australia. And so then what we could do there is just like eliminate CIVS. So, you know, once again do 100 turns. Whoever's in the bottom 2, eliminate them. Although that just might be too many episodes. I don't know. I think that might end up being too many episodes. So, where's their timer at? We're at 3:24. We're at 10 minutes. All right, let's go 3:50 then. We'll go 3:50, and that's where we're going to wrap it up. We could just go ahead and remake the next game. Yeah. 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 This is going to be 3:26, but I'm pretty sure no one's going to make that big of a difference in 10. Yeah, let's just start the next game then. We'll do 3:25 now from now on. Okay, so number one, I need to find my thumbnails. I meant to do this earlier. I didn't think about it. Championship. Where is my slides there? Okay, there's slides. I know who's going to be playing in the second game. Number two, let's double check on this. And so we have Gorgo. And I think I'm going to actually write down the scores too, just so we have them for future times, just so we can kind of get like who had the number one seed, so on and so forth. So Gorgo, I should have written that a hell of a lot smaller. 959. We have China with 852, and then we have Hojo, Japan, at 809. And then do we need? I could just take a screenshot. I forgot how to take screenshots in Windows. That was not screenshot in Windows. Is it this one? Yeah, there it is. Okay. So Egypt had a chance, but ultimately Korea was the one that ended up dead. Okay, well, let's go back to main menu. Yes, we will leave city-states on this time. Some that will be better for some AI versus others, but oh well. Okay, so we're going to keep everything the same. I did get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so then theoretically there should be a spectator. Spectator. It was what was supposed to show up. The other thing is, I thought we had it turned on, did we not? We should probably turn off auto play, because I don't know. This allows the player to be non-intrusive, but both mods, in order to use them, you must be in the last slot and select spectator as your difficulty. Okay, gotcha, as the difficulty. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, how am I in the last slot then? Huh? Oh, I guess you just spectate whoever the last one is. Is that what you're telling me? Or do I have to do this on online mode? Since both modify in order, you must be in the last slot and select spectator. Sorry, I've never used this. So, we're just going to assume that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to pick, Gorgo. And so if we see Gorgo in the game, then we know there's a problem. And then game difficulty is spectator. Okay, so let's see if that works. So Group B, who's Group B composed of? So number one is Russia, who I think by far is probably now, especially with Korea out, the favorite for us in this in the entire championship series. Montezuma then is the number 2 seed. Germany is the number 3 seed. I think Germany is always a strong favorite in this game. Arabia is number 4. Arabia is going to get the religion points, which is going to be nice. That being said, I don't know. The Mamluk is good too. I don't think that they have enough to make it out of the round. But, you know, hey, I really didn't expect that last round to shake out the way it did. England, who is definitely one of the weaker ones at this point in the game. I would be shocked if England made it out. I passed her, didn't I? Wait, England is, God, what's her name? What's her name? I can see her. Oh, she's at the bottom, isn't she? Yeah, Victoria. England, Norway, Greece. Norway is another interesting one who I really, really like, but generally doesn't do all that well. Pericles. Okay, I will be shocked if Pericles makes it. Once again, it kind of depends on whether or not he gets super lucky. And then Mapuche. So maybe we should pick someone else besides Gorgo. Wait. Mapuche. So Lautaro. I was thinking for some reason Mapuche was the leader of Korea. I don't know. Yeah, so let's do Khmer then. Let's do Khmer. We wanted Pangea. Someone also mentioned in the first episode we should do balanced start. I don't think it really matters because we've done balanced start in the past and have had an absolutely unbalanced start, so we'll roll with that anyways though. And then we'll do domination and score, and we're just gonna go up to 325. It doesn't really matter because we can stop it whenever, but let's just do 325. Barbarian scout times, cool. Pangea, I think all of this is fine. So let's load it. I have Sean Bean on, which is unfortunate, but... So, let's go ahead and mute Sean Bean. And let's talk about this group. So we have Russia, we have Aztecs, and we can put it up here. We have Russia, Aztecs, Germany, Arabia, Brazil, England, Norway, Greece, Pericles, and Mapuche. Who are the three I think are going to get out? I think Germany and Russia are almost a guaranteed 1-2. Like, I would be shocked if it's not those two guys. Just because they both just seem to be always so powerful in AI-only series. Number one, Russia gets ridiculous score because they get so many great people points, number one. And then number two, they get a ridiculous amount of empire score because every time they put down a city, they get extra territory. Germany is really good because they tend to be super aggressive, a lot like Australia. But unlike Australia, well, I say like Australia, but it really comes down to how successful they are in their wars. So then that kind of leaves the third slot a little open. Brazil is the defending champions who are only a number 5 seed. So, you know, they might be playing for some pride here. I'm kind of leaning towards Arabia because they're going to have their religion. So that religion, even though it didn't come into play so much in the first one, I mean, it kind of did. Okay. I don't know how this works. So I guess then reveal all is what we have to do. Reveal all. I always forget if it's 1 or 2 words.
You sent me. Let me.
Okay. We hadn't met anyone. Are we gonna have to... Oh, I understand. I understand, don't I? Okay, so then what we want is we want to go to options. And this is gonna screw me up so bad later. Which one is it under? I don't know if I like this one as much. I mean... So far, I don't, but I think it's game. Quick combat, quick auto end turn enabled. So what's going to do is it's just going to auto end our turn every single time. Now, the problem is we're not going to meet anyone. So we're not really going to be able to see scores. Is there no way to meet everyone? We don't even see anyone. All we see is city-states. What? 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 Oh, what? What was the mod that this went with? Do we need this other mod? Workshop. Let's do collect, browse items. No. Browse my subscribed items. Why though that wasn't there? Seems to have been acting up today. So, this includes the better balance starts. You need to be in the last spot in spectator. You can choose any civ. Make sure you're in the last slot. I'm still not in spectator mode. Yeah, what if we did this with the autoplay mod? Here's the problem. We don't see anything. And even after we revealed all, we don't see any of these other civs. So we're going to try turning on the autoplay. And this might just blow up the game. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, I should be doing all this off camera, but there's a certain hilarity of making you guys suffer along with me. Now, once again, this shouldn't matter because we shouldn't be playing as this person. So, Russia. Russia. So we got Peter. We have Aztecs, so Montezuma. We have Germany, Frederick Barbosa. Then we have Arabia. We have Arabia, which is who again? Saladin. You know what? Screw it. We're just going to put a cut here, and I will pop back in as soon as we're in the game. Okay, let's try this then. So, autoplay's on. And there's no civs here. There are no freaking civs here. Dude, what is with this mod? Okay, so we definitely can't run both mods at the same time. Yeah, and they just don't show up. Like, this is what's weird. Like, what's the freaking point of this if... Maybe it's because we have CQUI on? I mean, definitely change the UI. Reveal all.
Several.
Yeah, but we don't meet anyone. So I think we're going to have to keep rolling with the same mod that we had before, which means we're going to have to do a random number generator. Okay. Well, then let's go ahead and I'm gonna exit the main menu, and I think we're just gonna have to keep using the other AI only mod. So if you guys know this mod a little bit better, let me know. And so then I guess our next group, or we're just gonna have to use the autoplay. Non-intrusive spectator allows and includes better since both modify. In order to use last slot and select spectator. Depends on expansion 1. The only thing is maybe we're missing expansion 1. I don't know. I don't know. So let me know if you know a little bit more about it, what we can do. So we're going to disable that, and then we're just going to run one more. I guess I'm going to put another cut in here, and we'll be right back. Yeah, so we're back, and in a bit of a twist, we random number generated and ended up with a 1, which meant we're Russia, which is kind of hilarious. So the number 1 and number 2 seeds might get knocked out right away, which is kind of hilarious. I mean, here, we went desktop, is that going to show up? Yeah, you can see random number generator. 1 to 9 we generated, and it was a 1. And when you reload the page, it starts 1 to 10. And it had 6, and then we typed in 9, and it popped up a 1. So you can believe that I'm cheating or whatever. I don't really care. Because we popped out Russia, which is weird as heck. I was like, are you kidding? Like, part of me almost wanted to reload it because, you know, I was talking about how I don't want Russia to win, and then there you go. But anyways, the other thing is I debated about putting it on quick speed as opposed to standard speed. The problem is the AI gets really bad at waging war as the game goes on. So I figured, even though I know like teams like players like Germany or CIVS like Germany have late game units, I think the game itself is just going to be strictly better if we keep it on normal speed, because we'll see more early wars versus late wars. Once walls start getting up, it becomes harder and harder for the AI to actually navigate. So I wonder if there's a mod that just shuts off walls. That's honestly what we would want. If there's a mod that shuts off walls, we would roll with that in a heartbeat. Simply because that would be the best way to keep the game competitive. Like, that would, like, if you're talking about the one thing that screws over the AI in this game, it's walls. They just don't know how to deal with walls. So we have Russia and Germany over here on the East Coast. Russia to the far east. They got a little bit of tundra, but not as much as you would normally expect with them. So that might be good or bad. But what's rather interesting about this is Germany immediately sent their warrior out and they found them. Now, Germany is most likely going to declare war on the city-states first, I would imagine, and they got a couple nearby. But Germany and Russia, I mean, Germany might just straight knock out Russia, which would be kind of interesting. Down to the south, we have England, who is in a very, very scary position being right next to Germany, but, you know, we'll see. Bunch of city-states in the middle, city-state over there. Greece and Arabia now are sharing this little center section. Greece has a little bit more room to expand. Arabia is definitely trapped in, but we'll see how that works out for them. Also, too, considering Aztecs are moving east, so that's going to reduce the amount of territories Greece has to expand. And then top northwest, we have Norway, and Norway seems to be in a pretty strong position here. We'll see whether or not they get rid of Laventa. And then Brazil is also in a very strong spot. They have a lot of room to grow, especially if Aztecs are going to go east. Mapuche down to the far southwest. Yeah, everyone seems like they're in a pretty good spot. Now, we're on a small map. It just feels like there's still too much room again. I don't know. Also, what is happening here? Did he break? I think our player broke. He's not done anything. His units are just sitting here. He is building buildings, but his units aren't moving, which is a little unusual. Well, let's see if he gets Stonehenge, and then let's see if he builds something else. I'm wondering if the AI just broke. Are we gonna have to reload the game? Oh my gosh. What is up, man? What is up? So, Greece and Arabia both got 2 cities down. England got their second city, and they forward settled Germany, and their city is just going to immediately flip. So, good job there. Germany also got 2 cities. St. Petersburg, or rather Russia, did end up getting their wonders. So, now they're going to have their religion. But I don't see the Great Prophet. And are they building anything? There they go, moving. Okay. They should be getting a settler at this point. All right, they're getting a settler at least. So maybe they're not broke. I don't know why they're not exploring. They are exploring with just their scout. Okay, maybe they're just worried about early aggression. Anyways, Montezuma now has city number 3 down. Really early on that. Brazil's at 2. Mapuche is at 2. Norway is at 2 as well, but their second city is just straight tundra, which... Why? Why, when you had all of this over there, I will never understand the AI's reasoning behind some of these things. England is going to lose their city in 9 turns. They're about to try throwing down city number 3, which would help keep Bristol up for a slight bit longer, but not much. Russia's now working out on city number 2. And we have Matterhorn over here, right? No, Yosemite, never mind. So lots of science over here. So Germany's going to get the science boost as well. So I hate to say it this early, but I'm pretty sure Germany's going to make it through. Yeah, pretty sure Germany's going to succeed in winning here. Especially if all of a sudden these cities continue to flip, which they are. Yeah, I think Germany's fine. I think Germany's going to be fine. Okay. Greece is going, Pericles is going for an early war in Arabia here. I don't think it's going to be successful, though, because they're equal troop count. Brazil, still only with 2 cities. Lots of Eagle Warriors right now for Montezuma. And I'm not quite sure where he's moving with them. Norway got a 3rd city as well, but once again, also in Tundra. Greece ended up getting the Hanging Gardens down. And they thought better of their war, so... England ended up losing Bristol, and there goes Bradford. So England's way on the back foot right now. Way on the back foot. I mean, honestly, I can't really blame them because there wasn't that many city locations. I mean, they could have been a little smarter, but in the end of it's just not going to be a good day for England. Yeah, Germany, man. So the one hope England has right now is Germany ends up in a dark age. They are currently working on Temple of Artemis. We'll see if they can knock that out. Russia is at 2 cities. Still only at 2 cities. Not quite sure what's going on there. City-states are all survived. No one has bit the dust yet. Montezuma forward settled Pericles. Actually, Pericles forward settled Montezuma, I think. The city's bigger, so yeah, that one was there first. Brazil's down to 3 cities now, or has 3 cities down. Mapuche got their 3rd city down, and them and Brazil are right on each other's border. But Brazil's moving for an early war against the Aztecs, and they actually might be able to do it. I don't know. Aztecs have a ton of troops, but they're way out of position. I'm not sure what Aztecs, like, where they're going for. But they might be able to take the capital here. They should be able to take the I don't know. They're coming back. They're coming back. They're coming back. We still have a lot of troops on the Pericles border. It's going to be so hard not to say Gorgo. Germany ended up grabbing both Bristol and Bradford now. And so England's down to 1 city, although they're about to put city 2 down. The funny thing is they're probably still ahead in Russia than in score. And it looks like Germany is moving on Babylon, like we expected. Russia's going for city number 3. This is the only downside of Russia, is they're going to always prioritize these tundra tiles, which is dumb. Freaking dumb. Go put a city down right over here. It might be loyalty issues, but come freaking on. Can we look at this? No, we can't. I don't like you, AI. Don't do that. Don't do that. Like, what about, let's look settler lens. Like, right here. I know it's desert. I know you're better, but you can get that later. Freaking forward settle this. Come down, grab the coast. Oh my God. Okay, so England got 2 cities down. Let's look at score real quick before we unpause the game. Unmet players in first place. Who haven't we met? Gorgo, Pericles, and Arabia. I'm imagining this is Pericles in first place. Yeah, because he's got the wonder score. So Pericles is currently in first place. Russia's in second? Oh my freaking God. You know, this is why Russia's so OP in score victory. Look at the empire size. Actually, it's only 22. Why is Russia so high? Why in God's name is Russia? They got 10 for the religion. They got 15 for the wonder, and the air score is pretty high too. But here's the problem. They got the religion, and that's really going to come in handy. I cannot overstate Russia. Oh my gosh. The fact that, like, right now they have done jack crap and they're in second place. What the hell? The hell? Germany's not even in third. Germany's in second to last? Okay, we're too early here. How is Germany second to last right now with 4 freaking cities? 5 cities. Okay, sure. They got their first wonder, so I'm pretty sure Germany probably just jumped up quite a bit. Whatever. 4 cities here for Pericles, 3 cities for Arabia, and we're about to see our Arabia-Greece war. Montezuma and Brazil. Yeah, Brazil are now losing. Yeah, Montezuma's coming hard, too. And Montezuma might be able to push this out. Arabia declared war on Greece. We saw that coming. This turned out to be a very ill-advised war for Brazil. This might be a very bad thing for them. The other thing is now they also have to worry about Mapuche on their flank. So not only could we see Montezuma end up conquering Brasilia, but we might end up seeing Mapuche declare war here and come grab him from behind. So defending champions might not make it out of round 1. We'll see. We'll see. Pericles is not doing too hot in this war. It actually seems as if Arabia might be able to take a city, specifically Athens, which is the capital. Interesting. Interesting. That's going to be a huge point swing because of the wonder. Germany is still sitting at 5, and they moved their troops south. Are they going to knock out England? Actually, I have 6 cities now. 2, 4, yep. They might be going to knock out England. Russia's still at 2 cities and probably still in first place, because why not? Why not? I hate the rules of the game. I love it when teams just freaking cheat because they're ridiculously powerful. Norway's at 3 cities. They're getting ready to put down 4. For the love of God, please settle somewhere that's not tundra. We'll see. Leventa's in on this war against Montezuma, it looks like. Ah, okay. So Brazil has a little respite because of that. Unfortunately, Mapuche is starting to move up north for them. So don't know. Don't know. Pericles did survive. Okay. And then, yeah, it looks like we're about to get an English-German war here. Arabia pieced out. England only has a war cart and a archer. So if Germany declares war, it's probably GG for England. I hate seeing, I think part of the reason, I feel bad for civs that, like, end up just getting their butt kicked, you know, which is why I feel so bad, like, the last one with, you know, Nubia. Because it's like, man, they just did so bad, and I feel bad for you because we were playing as you, and what the freaking heck are you doing, Russia? Where are you going? Why are you dumb? Oh my gosh. I mean, I suppose there's probably no loyalty issues over here. Maybe. Because there's only a size 1 city there. But freaking heck, come on. He's got the religion, though. I don't know. Germany's about to throw down wonder number 2. Apadanda. Really early. Apadanda, for the record. I guess turn 100. Still. AI at this level seems a little early. Brasilia might have a lot of loyalty here pretty quickly. We're going to have to see. Mapuche doesn't necessarily look like they're about to declare war, but they might be. Germany is also getting ready to move south, and we got to probably wrap this episode up here. My timer's all messed up, so I have no idea at this point. Let's look at the score. Pericles still in first place. Germany has moved into second, and Russia's holding on at third, but barely. Right now, Brazil is right there at fourth, but I don't think Brazil's going to be there for long. Now, Montezuma and Lautaro, I think both have a chance, though, to slot in on that third spot. So we definitely have a pretty strong competition. Arabia might just be out at this point, but the thing is, Arabia is going to get that religion. You know what sucks about this, though? No one built a holy site. Literally, no one has built a holy site. Sorry, Russia built a single holy site. No, 2. So, okay. Let me just talk through how ridiculous this is. Russia got a great profit because they got Stonehenge. No one else has even started building holy sites yet. Wow. Maybe because we turned off religious play, that just means that none of them are going to go for the religion. That actually really sucks for Arabia then. Because Arabia's not going to get their free profit. But they would have to build a holy site eventually. Is anyone even starting a holy site? That seems a little mind-blowing. And we had all the religions taken in the last playthrough. So, really? You can potentially survive if you can get a governor over there. So, might actually hold on to it. But really? Anyone else building a holy site? We might just have ended up with a bunch of civs who don't care about religion. I mean, I think Norway usually gets religion, right? So, I don't know. For whatever reason, the AI just none of them decided to go with a religion right now. So that's going to basically only come down then to empire size and wonders. Interesting. Now, Brazil doesn't have a wonder. No. Lautaro does have a wonder. Montezuma doesn't have a wonder. So if you give Montezuma or Pedro a wonder, all of a sudden they're in third place. Actually, they're in second place. Germany's lead. I don't understand why Germany's not higher at this point. Well, they're about to jump up because they're about to get a second wonder. I just don't understand why Pericles is so much higher. So they have a little bit higher empire size, which seems so dumb considering they have more cities. I guess they just have crappy tiny cities. Civics, Pericles is ahead, which, yeah, makes sense. Tech is even-ish. Era score, Pericles has a much more larger wonder score. I guess Germany just didn't go exploring right now. That might be the big difference. Okay, well, we're gonna wrap this up here. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, comment, let me know who you're cheering for. As always, hit the subscribe button during the game, comment, and show your support. I will see you guys later. Bye, everyone. Oh, you know what's hilarious? Have we met Pericles? Oh, we have met Pericles. Okay, we just hadn't met Arabia. All right, never mind. Bye.